Hey, what's up guys? It's Eric Haas with eXp Realty in sunny Southern California. Welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be joining me for the first time, I'm super stoked to have you here with me today because I'm here to keep you dialed in with a transparent perspective of how this pandemic is not only impacting our local lives, but our local housing markets here right on the west side of Los Angeles, specifically Mar Vista, Venice, Santa Monica, and Brentwood. More than happy to dial in other neighborhoods as well, so drop a comment if you're interested in me showing you what's going on with other neighborhoods here on the west side or Los Angeles for that matter. Happy to help out, but I'm here to make sure that you're completely aware of that and tips, tricks, and strategies that you as a buyer, seller, or investor can be implementing right here, right now in this market to stay successful, or any market for that matter. Now, without further ado, we're going to check and see how Brentwood is looking, because you know what, my friends? The nice thing about Brentwood is that it's the market on the west side that I've been dialing in for you guys that is actually having some positivity. Now, this last update that I did for August of 2020, we already got Venice, Mar Vista, and Santa Monica in the books. You've seen that it hasn't been so nice and so fair to those markets, but Brentwood is starting to see a little bit of positive traction. So keep it dialed in here because we're about to jump in and see what the numbers all mean. Alright guys, before we jump into Brentwood and see exactly how some positivity is starting to trickle back into the market, specifically right in Brentwood, I'm going to ask you right here, right now for some more support, my friends, because I'm digging it always. It keeps me motivated to keep bringing you that transparent value, the truth about what the market is doing. So please, if you haven't already, like, comment, and smash that subscription button, because the YouTube gods, they are the ones that are going to put that out there even more so when you guys are feeling the video. So please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get into the vid. Brentwood, my friends, the actives have jumped 47% from 86 in August of 2019 to over 120 plus in August of 2020. Now, I mentioned some positivity, so don't get frightened by these numbers increasing, my friends. Number of escrows are 33 right now for August of 2020. We've got a 113% increase in the number of solds from 16 selling in August 2019 to 34 selling in August of 2020. The market seems to be coming back a bit for Brentwood. We've got an average days on market in a hot market, 109. I'm thinking that would probably be very similar right now in this market that we're experiencing, as the median sales price goes up 7% from 2.8 million to 3 million, and then we see another 12% increase in the average price per square foot from 960 to 1100. Now here's the awesome things, guys. Here's something interesting that we weren't really seeing in the other neighborhoods that I've covered so far with the August 2020 update: Venice, Mar Vista, and Santa Monica. Brentwood here has no homes selling over the asking price in August of 2019, deemed a seller's market, and in August of 2020 has 6 homes selling over the asking price. Now that, my friends, I tip my hat off to those homeowners, because they were the smart sellers who set their price right from the start. And again, my friends, I'm only looking at homes that actually went above the original asking price. No reductions were needed to sell these homes. These 6 homes did it with the first price, no reductions, and they got it done with multiples and went over the asking price. Now, homes selling at the asking price, not too far off, 1 and 2. And again, the majority of the homes selling under the asking price, 15 respectively in August of 2019 and 26 in August of 2020. Now, here's something interesting. The sold volume is staggeringly high compared to where it was in 2019. But there's a reason. I'll point that out in a minute. 51 million sold volume, up 200% plus to 157 million. Now, we're going to bypass this stat real quick because we're going to drop down to what the popular price ranges are. And why am I jumping to that? Well, not only to show you what the popular price ranges are in Brentwood, but to let you know that the price points in Brentwood run the gamut from $1 million to $100 million to what your heart could possibly desire. If you want that dream home, and it has to be spectacular on all levels, massive home entertainment throughout, the works, like LeBron James's house, then you're going to be spending over $10 million. And that's interesting to point out, because in August of 2019 there were 0 homes that sold for over $10 million in August of 2019 versus a total of 4 homes. Now just 10 at 4 homes, that's $40 million that you're adding to this sold volume. So you can see how that a few homes can really adjust that sold volume. And we got it right here, right now, with 4 homes selling over $10 million in Brentwood for August of 2020 versus 0 in August of 2019. Now, although that may be the case, the popular price points actually are these three right here. And that is the $1 million to $2 million range. That is the $2 million to $3 million range. And that is also the $3 million to $4 million range. Those are the ever popular ones. And the most popular right now is between 2 to 3 million right now in August of 2020 with 12 homes selling in that range. Now let's jump back up to the sold price versus the original price. We're still a little bit of a discrepancy. You know, it's not 100%, but guess what again, friends? Brentwood has such a range of prices that, you know, a lot of the times that sold price versus the original price is going to be impacted by one or two sales that were maybe, you know, 20 million and sold for 15 to 12 million. So you got to be, you know, conscious and aware of that as well, because Brentwood is a little bit different market, and just because there's a few high-end sales happening, that doesn't mean that the median price automatically jumps your price up as well. So bear that in mind. You definitely need a local agent like myself to keep you dialed in on how these numbers are working out for you or against you. And right now, my friends, Brentwood is looking pretty much for the sellers right now. It's not so neutral. It's definitely tipping in favor of sellers. Buyers, be aware if you're thinking about getting in there. If you want to get something in there, you're going to have to come aggressive, because things are still moving in Brentwood and at considerably faster pace than, say, anywhere else on the west side, for that matter, as far as the areas that we're covering right now. So without further ado, if you got questions, you're ready to sell, you're ready to buy, hit me up, leave me a comment. I am here to help you. I've got buyer's guides, seller's guides to keep you completely dialed in on what to expect, especially during a pandemic market. And make sure that you dial in the previous videos from the series of Mar Vista, Brentwood, Venice, and Santa Monica, so you can see exactly how the months have transitioned with the numbers and whether those numbers are pointing in a low direction or a high positive direction. The case is going to be made soon enough, and I'm going to keep you dialed in on how the next coming months are going to be impacted, and hopefully we're going to have some more positivity, because obviously these summer months did not see the sales that we were accustomed to. So I'm thinking that the sales are going to pick up and push all the way through to the end of the year, because here in California and LA, my friends, we don't have seasons. It's not a seasonal industry. Things keep moving forward. We're not like the East Coast or the Midwest where we get hammered down by the winter. We're moving forward, and I think that we're probably going to be seeing some good numbers in the next few months. But keep it dialed in here. I make no guarantees, but I do provide the facts. So hope you have a great one. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video.